there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Always got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Dawson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Now let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Sims. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Rivers in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Shrugs him off. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they run with Sims. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got some space here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Peters. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And oh, he coughed it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Past the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, That's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Room past the 20. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. DeJuan Smoot in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll set up a throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He'll look to throw. He finds Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
Again, they run with Sims. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So they're operating in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Sims on the run. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. Second down following the run.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. The swing pass caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker?
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a play fake here on first down. 20. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards. They'll run here with Sims. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Detroit! Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints are pouring it on. And his kick is good. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Dawson. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing it. And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff looking right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now back to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go. Green, 30.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 10 yards still left on second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to